Alright, today we're going to be repairing your steering cables on your foot pedal from a Motorguide Tour Edition trolling motor. It has a push-pull cable, so there's two cables. The one that broke was on the back, on the heel side of my pedal. This was just a little rig up. I was trying to rig it up with a clamp when it broke when I was on the water to continue fishing, but the clamp didn't work. It kept slipping out. So I had to order two cables. So I only had to really replace one, but I decided it's over 10 years old. Might as well replace both of them while I got it out. You can see how it frayed. It just popped. Where it hooks on the pedal, there's a little ball on the end of it. The end of the cable, and that popped off just from wear and constant tension and bending all the time. So to order your parts, trollermotorparts.com is where I got it from. And you got to figure out what length cable you had. There's a short and a long. So I measured my short cable. I had to pull it out of the sheath to get it out so I can make an accurate measurement. And it was 62 inches long, and I can't remember what the long one was, but once you match up one, you get the 62 inch. It shows you what's the other one, the long one. Those are the two cables. It cost me about $80 to get it shipped. I think it was like 60 something for the parts and then rest shipping. And these are the two part assemblies, two cable assemblies, a short and a long. And that's the part numbers. Now I got to get this other cable out of the sheet. And I still got the wires going in, the power wires. And I don't want to have to take this whole front cap off to be able to get to my wires. I'm trying to do it without doing all of that. So if I can get this sheath straight enough, it's gonna be hard. Just not of any strong bends in it. I ought to be able to pull this. When I pull this other cable out, I got a fish tape attached to it, taped it on there. So when I pull that cable out, it'll pull my fish tape in. It'll be sticking out this side, and I can tape both of my wires, both of my new cables, and pull them back with the fish tape. See, this side of the cable has a spring on it for tension, then a big flange piece and a nut where you can screw it and tighten it down, and you got the tension of the spring so you can work that trolling motor with some back tension on it. So that's why I want to pull this side through. There's not much on it. It'll be easier to pass through the cable from the foot pedal up to the head. That's my plan. And I took pictures of everything, how it goes on the spools, so I can go back and look at it. Before I took it all off, I took pictures of it, because it has to wrap a certain way. This might be tough. There it goes. Alright, we got it. I'll take my fish tape off. This cable still good. Nope, this is the one that's broken. I'll save the other cable as a spare. That cam looks just like this one on the back side. It has that hole where it slides in. This barrel's gonna slide in this way. You just can't see it on the back side. Slides in like that, then goes into the grooves. And I push the cam back down, close my gap. Now I gotta pull this slack back. Let me free up my hands. Feed it in a groove. It goes in this bottom one. And I'll get my other cable. There Everything's wanting to move on me. This other cable is just gonna go right on top. Stick that in the groove. That's the red one. Fold it over. Alright. Then you have this cover plate with the gear on it. That's gonna hold that cable in. I gotta get these fittings in here in this groove. So I gotta pull this slack out. Put that cover plate on. Line my teeth up in the gear. Just loosely fit it now. Make sure I get everything lined up before I tighten down on it. You gotta push your cables in. They gotta be pushed in and buttered up under that plate. And you can snug them up. Alright. Alright. I'm gonna move on to the foot pedal because this is gonna keep moving until I can get tension on the foot pedal. Then I'll be able to tighten these springs up and then line everything up inside the cover. Alright, you need to start on this side first so you can have your slack and your line to feed it into the groove. Alright, got that one on. Pull the slack on this side. Gotta open up the back. Put this cable through. And this is gonna go into the heel. Pass it through this pulley. Which it won't fit. So I'm gonna take it off. That's just gonna be an Allen key. So a 2.5 Allen key. That's enough. Didn't have to take it all the way out. Hopefully it goes in without cross-threading. Yep. Alright. So I got it around that pulley. It's gonna go up into the top of the foot, and that's it. That's in. So now the foot side's done. We just gotta put these cables, and they're gonna be under tension now. Alright, and the one that's colored red goes to the first one, first groove on the top. The other one's gonna wrap around the bottom. It's gonna wrap around that groove. Alright, get your loop around the spool, the cam. Fit it in that groove, which is a tight spot. Now make sure you have this loop. Back that cam off a little bit and give you some room. Get this piece in and use your screwdriver. Need 3 hands. Tight fit. There. Then you can trace your cable back through the grooves. Bring it back around. And you gotta move your foot pedal. Give you some slack. That's tight. Ain't much slack. Well, we'll put that in there after we get this one in. Same thing. Put that little barrel in the groove. Run your cable around the groove and they in. And they both gotta fit. Behind this piece for your plate. And I gotta move that foot pedal. 2-man job. Uh-oh. It came loose. Oh, it's tight. I think I gotta deploy the trolling motor so I can spin it to give me my little bit of space. I mean, I need another 3/16 of slack. I just don't have enough hands to do all of this. I don't know if this is gonna work. I'll make a mess. Get my block of wood because I can't let it go all the way down. It's gonna hit the trailer. Block of wood here. Let it sit on that block. gonna spray some dry lube in there. This is made for pulleys and cables and chains and stuff where it won't attract dust and stuff, so it'll help lubricate those cables. Slide inside that cable sleeve. Something ain't right. All the way back on my heel is forward. This is forward. Way back here. And reverse is my pedals level. Toe all the way forward. All the way down is almost all the way forward. It ain't even all the way. So cables are out of, that gear is out of whack some kind of way. Golly. Not sure how to fix that one. We got it. That gear had slipped, I guess, fighting with these cables, but we got it back on track. Now forward, my foot pedal will be level, and then forward. It's not that bad of a job as just figuring out how to get slack in these cables, and you gotta have somebody turning that foot while you get these cables tucked in, seated in their little spot behind this plate. That's the hardest part. It's by yourself. Tuck this wire in, just fitting back in the groove. Everything is out of the way, getting pinched. Put the head back on. Line our arrow up again. Forward. It is pointing backwards right now. Right there. Should be the sweet spot. Yep, that's it. Oh. Put our head screws back in. So that's forward. My pedal's about level, so that's what I want. Reverse all the way down and reverse all the way forward. Perfect. That's back like it was from the manufacturer. Just that gear got slipped out of place when I was fighting those cables. Alright. Got that job done. not too bad of a job. Once you figured out how to get those cables tension, you gotta make sure you hook up your cables on the foot pedal first. Then you're gonna have to play with the foot to give you slack to put it behind the bars that the cable sits behind. It gets them seated in the correct spot. But that was the hardest part, figuring that out. But once you get that figured out, you can do this job in no time. So thank y'all for watching. We're gonna get back on the water. Gotta work tomorrow, but I might go the next day, go fishing, give this old trolling motor a run and yank some big ones in the boat.